Last fire will rise behind those eyes. Black house will rock. Lion boys down. Immortal fear. That voice so clear.
Good evening, creatures of the night. Nosphyrus here once again, back from my slumber to drink the blood dry from another vlog. Today, I thought it was about time to do something I have not done in a while. I thought I would actually review a current movie. I do this because Meep and I just went to the movies recently. We hadn't been to the movies in a while. Nothing had really been out. So, we decided we wanted to go. Though there still aren't many movies out, Meep kind of wanted to see Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I didn't really think it looked that good, but figured it could be fun anyway. I have to say, I was very pleasantly surprised. The movie was actually very funny and just good all around. Jason Segel plays musical composer Peter Bretter. Pete and television star Sarah Marshall have been together for 5 years. In the beginning of the movie, Sarah dumps Pete. Peter obviously does not take it well. His heart is broken.
I'm really scared that I have an STD, Doc.
Peter, I'm a pediatrician. Have you noticed you're sitting on a fire truck?
After weeks, he finds that he cannot forget her. Even everything in his house reminds him of her. Concerned, his stepbrother convinces him to take a vacation. Peter decides to vacation in Hawaii. Unfortunately for poor Peter, he finds that Sarah is there, staying at the same hotel. Even worse, she is there with her new boyfriend, British rocker, Alva Snow. This leads to several hilariously uncomfortable moments for Peter.
This is a disaster. Go someplace else. I'm not leaving here. It'll look like I'm running away. Wait, why are you whispering? You're not following them, are you?
Grab some dinner, please.
Is your girlfriend joining you?
No.
You just by yourself?
Yeah.
Do you want like a magazine or something? It's gonna be boring.
Slowly, though, Peter begins to come into his own. He befriends many of the locals as well as a nerdy newlywed. One of the best supporting roles was definitely Chuck, played hilariously by Paul Rudd. Even better, Peter begins to become close with Rachel. Rachel works in customer service at his hotel and is especially nice to him from the start. She is played wonderfully by Mila Kunis of that 70s show fame. As they run into each other more and more, they begin to date. Rachel is extremely nice and very fun. She supports and encourages Pete. Through her kindness, Pete begins to realize how uncaring Sarah had been in their relationship. The most glaring example comes in her enthusiastic encouragement for the Dracula musical Peter is writing. We see in a flashback scene that it seemed Sarah was just trying to stifle laughter. She was not supportive at all. I won't go any further so as not to spoil the movie for you. That said, it's a light-hearted comedy, so you can surely guess a lot of what happens, anyway. That isn't a bad thing, though. Sometimes movies like this should be predictable. This movie has a little something for everybody. It is a lot of fun. It has some of the immature humor you would expect, but does not go overboard. It also has a surprising heart that allowed it to become a great little movie instead of just an off-the-wall comedy. The movie even has full frontal nudity. Of course, it isn't exactly what the male viewers may hope.
As you know, I love you.
Are you breaking up with me?
Well, back in my more human form again to ask my creatures of the night to tune in next time. Beware. Take care. Because the freaks come out at night.